Hi, good morning. This is Gloria. Hey, I just wanted to come live. I wanted to tell you a little story, and just encourage you this morning. And, I've been in the gym, pretty consistent, and I get really, really, really excited when I add more weight to my resistant bar. And, you ever been in that situation where you're like, now it's time to grow again? It's time to grow. And so you say to yourself, I can take on more. I need to learn something. Or, maybe some of you are going back to school. Maybe some of you are starting a business, or, maybe you are starting a new job. Or a new marriage, or having a new baby. And sometimes we're in this place in life where we're just like, I'm ready to grow, I'm ready to do this, right? And then you add that. I know this is kind of relating back to my workout, but then I decide I'm going to add more weight to my bar, right? Because I think I need to, this is getting a bit too, I'm plateauing, it's getting too easy. I'm just comfortable doing this workout. So I need to push myself. I need to add more. Then when you do add more, and like me, I'm like right in the middle of the workout, and I'm like thinking, and my mind starts to go, right? My mind starts to go, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't know if I could go all the way through this workout. This is really, really tough. It's really hard. I want to cry. Like, how am I going to get through this, right? And then your mind, this could be like having a new baby. It could be like, starting a new job, and you're thinking, the hours are tough. I don't know if I could do this overnight job, or I don't know if I can get up that early. This is tough. And you're right halfway through it. And suddenly your mind starts to go. Your mind can't stay there. Your mind will naturally try to find a way, right? Your mind will start to shift its gear. And so suddenly your mind starts to say, we're going to find a way. We're going to find a way, right? In the middle of a workout, you can't reason that out, right? You might get tired. You might set down your weight. But, you have to pick it back up. You have to keep going. There are people watching, people waiting for the weight set. All kinds of things are happening, right? So at work, people are waiting for you. You don't want to call in sick. You got to be there, right? People are depending on you. If you have a new baby, your family is depending on you, right? So now it has to be done. So now your mind starts to say, okay, we need to find a way, right? And you start to say, where's the solution in this, right? So some of you millennials out there, us old timers didn't have Google and search engines and, social media and all of that to find a way. We had to actually find a way, the hard way. And so our mind naturally goes into this, where's the solution, right? Because I know that I'm a solution-oriented person, and a lot of people that are in my age range, we are solution-oriented people. We find a way. So your mind starts to shift, and you start to say, go into this focus mode, right? This kind of a survival mode. And it starts to say, that's it. We're engaged now. We're in the moment, and we have to get through it. We have to get through it, right? We have to go to work. We have to take care of this child. We have to take care of our family. We have to do this now. That's survival mode, right? We have to, right? So then after the pressure, after the tough part of it, you go into this moment of, I'm actually doing this. This is actually really cool. I think I really like this. Wait, wow, I got through that set? Wait, wow, do you mean I got to the baby and the baby, I was able to calm down the baby and put the baby to sleep? I solved the problem. I got through it, right? And so it's something that now becomes, this is enjoyable. This is actually, I like this. I like this feeling of accomplishment. I like this feeling of, I solved a problem, right? Last night I was with a doctor. He was a retired doctor, a little old man, 90 years old or so, maybe even more than that. Just a little old man. We had to solve a problem, right? He had a friend who was in distress. She was on the phone and she was freaking out, right? I'm at the bus stop and I don't know how to call. I don't know what to do. I don't know what station to go to, right? And so he didn't know how to calm her down. When I came into the picture, I said, we're going to find the solution, right? And his mind went into back to his doctor mode. It went back to solving a problem. It went back to this place where he loved a challenge, right? I didn't know that at the time. I was only trying to find the solution, right? So here we are. Now I'm engaged with this doctor, who at that time I didn't know he was a doctor. He was just a little old man that I was trying to help. At that moment, I'm trying to help this little man, and he's now engaged. We're now engaged together, right? We're in this together. We're now a team, and we're now comrades in finding this solution, right? I've now gained he's now gained a partner, and I've now gained a team member to try to create this solution. So here we are. We're both engaged now. We're trying to solve this problem, right? And so the doctor says, okay, hold on a second. Let me just see what I can say to her to calm her down, right? Because now they were both in this heightened freaking out mode, right? So he now was engaged, and so he said, okay, here's what we are going to do first. And he went into this total different demeanor. And then here's what we're going to do next. Meet us right here. And so I thought, that is really good. So I gave him this bit of, hey, that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow this direction, right? And so after we solved this problem, we helped this lady out who was in distress on the phone. And after we were done, he looked at me and he goes, that was really fun. I was cracking up. He goes, we solved the problem. And then as I got to talking with him, he shared with me that he was a doctor. And he was a doctor who wrote a book about what to eat to heal your body. And so eventually he would give me this book, and he signed it for me and everything, and it was really fun. But what I loved was that he solved a problem with me together, and he went back into his teaching mode, his doctor mode, that place that he loved to go to, right? He loved to be there. And I said, when we were engaged in finding the solution, I said, your body language really changed. You were so engaged and so excited about, finding this place, this solution. And he goes, oh, I just absolutely loved it. I had so much fun doing this. I was cracking up. I made a friend with a little old guy who went back to a place that he absolutely loved. Well, see, some things that we think we absolutely cannot stand. And I'm sure there were days when he was a doctor when he was just like, I can't. I don't know if I could do this doctor thing one more day, right? But yet he found that he actually did love this thing, right? And so I want to encourage you today, when you're going to work, it's a Thursday, we got Friday, and then we got the weekend, right? So you're going to work today, you're going to get there and make it a good day. Find solutions at work. Make life better for other people. It starts with you. It starts with me. Don't make it difficult on your bosses. Don't make it difficult for your team members. Engage with them together. With that said, I got to run. Peace out.